Hi, my name is Sandra. Um, Back in February, I came across some very interesting videos on YouTube, and the subject line is what drew me in, and it was no-poo shampoo. So I checked them out, and I watched all the videos, and I read all the information. And basically, there's a large group of people that have sworn off commercial shampoos. They wash their hair with baking soda and water and rinse with apple cider vinegar and water. Now, following this instructions, at first, the 1 teaspoon of baking soda to every cup of water worked great on my hair for about 2 weeks. And then I started noticing when I would brush my hair out that I was getting this white plume on the bristles. And I didn't like that. So I had to figure out a solution to this problem. And upon reading, I find out that they leave out the very important fact that if you have hard water, you cannot use the baking soda water as a wash because it will result in lime scale and soap scum residue on your hair, and it's very hard to get off. The apple cider vinegar, you start out using 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar to 1 cup of water. And you make up enough so you have it in the shower in a recycled shampoo bottle with the small opening, so that way you can put the head of the bottle up onto your head and just move it around so you're not, just pouring out a whole lot at one time. And it worked okay for probably about a month using just the apple cider vinegar for my shampoo / rinse. And I started noticing that I was having a buildup of oil residue around the hairline, especially in front of the ear and over the top of the ear area in my hair. And I didn't like that. So I had to come up with a solution to resolve that issue. Well, it just so happened that I was traveling at this time and I had forgot to bring my apple cider vinegar bottle. So I called down to the front desk and I asked them if they had any vinegar. All they had was white vinegar, so she brought me the white vinegar. And I added 3 tablespoons of white vinegar to every 1 cup of water because I wasn't sure if the dilution was the same, even though the white vinegar is made from grain and the apple cider vinegar, of course, is made from apples. And I washed my hair with a bar of real soap. And then I rinsed it out with really hot water till it was squeaky clean. Of course, your hair will feel like it's been stripped of all the oils. And then I rinsed my hair with the white vinegar and water solution. I let it sit on my hair for 3 minutes and then I rinsed it off. When I combed my hair out, there was absolutely no tangles. I use a wide tooth comb starting with, and then I use a fine tooth comb. Never a brush when your hair is wet because it can stretch your hair and cause breakage. So I dried my hair with a hair dryer part of the way. Normally I don't do this, but I had to go out and it was cold, so I made sure my hair was dry. And my hair just stayed so shiny and silky for about 8 days, and I was shocked. During those times, if you want to go a full length of time and not wash your hair if you're not around, if you don't get sweaty and you're not outside a lot, which I'm not outside a lot, I don't get a lot of the air pollution, and if somebody's mowing your yard or something, I don't get that in my hair unless I go out. And then, of course, I wash my hair. You can use a shower cap to put your hair up in, or you can go ahead and just rinse your hair out with water and wait until the next time when you feel that you need to wash your hair again. So I did that, and I have found that I really liked using the soap, but I didn't like using the bar on my head. So I played around with it a little bit and grated the soap up, and I found a good ratio for me is about a 2-ounce bar of homemade soap, which I like to make, and I added that to 2 quarts of boiling filtered hot water. Of course, it's hot. It's been boiling. And then I blended that really well and let it cool. And I decided I didn't want to add any essential oils to it because I had already put the essential oils in the soap, so it's already in there. And as it cools, it will gel up and it'll get thick. And I found that when you go to squeeze it out of the bottle, it tends to be just a little bit slimy, which I did not like that texture. So I went online and I was doing some research, and I found that you can use a little bit of alcohol into the bottle of the shampoo solution made from the soap and the water. And in a 24-hour period, it will go from a slimy texture to very watery. With it being in the bottle with a small hole, it will come out very fast. So you shake it up real well, and then you open it and you put it on your head to where it's the head of the bottle is in contact with your head, and you just move it around and gently squeeze, and you will get plenty of soap to wash your hair with. I found that I usually use about probably 3 tablespoons of this watery solution will wash all of my hair. My hair does go down to my knees, and believe me, it doesn't take that much. You will get a good lather. Then you can rinse it out with very hot water. If you add the alcohol, you will smell the rubbing alcohol on your hair until you get it rinsed out. I don't know yet if that little bit of alcohol is going to cause any drying in the hair, but I don't believe with the small amount that I used that it will cause an issue. I used a teaspoon of 50% rubbing alcohol to a 20-ounce bottle of shampoo. And it did what I needed it to do in a 24-hour period. If you want to have an shampoo with sea salts in it, you can make up a separate bottle with that shampoo solution and add a little medicine cup. It's about 2 tablespoons of sea salt. I used the fine instead of the coarse because I wanted it to dissolve anyway, and I put that in a separate bottle, and I used it today, and I found that it made my hair feel even more silky because we have very hard water, and salt is used as a softener. So I got even more lather than what I normally would have. I rinsed my hair out really good with very warm water, and then did the vinegar solution on my hair and let it set for 3 minutes while I, finished my shower, and then rinsed it off. It rinses out very easily. Your hair will feel very squeaky. Then that way you will know that you've got all the soap and you've got all the vinegar out of your hair. Pat your hair dry. I would not recommend you piling your hair on top of your head when you wash it because that will cause you to develop tangles. I always comb my hair before I take my shower, and I comb it afterwards with a wide tooth comb. And then I follow up after I have it combed out with a wide tooth comb with a small tooth comb. Never use a brush on wet hair because it will stretch it out and it will cause it to break. That is my review of the no-poo, no commercial shampoo review. Commercial shampoos do have sulfates and they have silicones in them. Neither one of those are good for your hair. The silicone will coat your hair shaft. No water can get into the inner shaft of the hair and will dry it out. from the inside out. And it will cause split ends, very brittle hair, make your hair fall out. Many of the reasons why I wanted to find a different solution for my hair, because it was getting very thin and my hair was falling out, and I knew it was not due to my age. Sulfates as well are not good for your hair, not good for your body. So if you can find a shampoo on the market that is sulfate free and that is silicone free, go for it. But you're going to pay a lot of money for it. When a real bar of soap used on your hair, or you can buy the homemade shampoo bars, they work too. I don't pay the expensive price for a shampoo bar, because I found that my soaps that I make myself using just olive oil is not harmful to my hair. So what I make is just a Castile soap, because it's all olive oil, and I use my essential oils, and that makes a good shampoo up for me. If you want to try to use this method for yourself, give it a try. I would not recommend you do the baking soda at all, unless you want the white plume and soap scum on your hair. That is exactly what you will end up with, just like you get on your tub. Try the apple cider vinegar first if you want. If your hair is dark, or you tend to have a more dry, non-oily hair, see how that does for you. You should be able to wash your hair every couple of days. I wouldn't recommend you washing your hair every single day, because it can damage your hair. The whole point of this whole experiment is to see how long you can go. Your hair look great, smell great in between washes. So if the apple cider vinegar doesn't work for you, then try the white vinegar. The solutions for that is, starting out, 1 tablespoon of vinegar to 1 cup of water. Mix up enough solution to fill your recycled shampoo bottle, and then you won't have to make it as often unless you have a lot of hair. Then you just make it up each time you go to wash your hair and take your shower. I hope to hear some comments back from some of you who actually try this. Please give it more than a week. If you have to go out to work in a public place, and after you wash it the first time using the if you want to try the baking soda and the vinegar, try it. If it leaves your hair looking like it's not clean, then I would recommend that you try regular soap, not a cleanser bar and not a deodorant bar. Ivory will work. It is strictly soap. It may have had some of the glycerin removed from it. You can buy glycerin from your pharmacist and add a teaspoon of glycerin to a bottle of shampoo, and you should be fine. Most of your bars that you get from the hotels are real soap. You can use that on your hair. Just rub it on your wet hair, lather up, rinse it out really well, and then follow up using either the apple cider vinegar or the white vinegar. And after it dries, and keep a journal of how long you go and what stages your hair goes through, so you know what works best for you, because everybody's hair is different. I cannot think of anything else that I need to add, so I will leave you with some of these things to think about and possibly try, and I hope that you will find them pleasing, and I will get some input back on this experiment. This is my first video, so remember, the little bit of stumbling and the thought process is probably not as smooth as it should be. So have a great day. Enjoy your new wash schedule, and I hope to hear back from you. Thank you. Bye.